And I am live. Hello, good evening. I hope you've had a good day. It's Monday, the beginning of a new week. And I hope that your day has been, it's quite loud. I hope your day has been very well. Hope you've had a lovely day at work today. For those that are working and for those that are probably at home, business owners, I hope you've had a productive day. Wow, it's Monday, the 11th of November. 11th of November. The 11th of November 2024 is fast spent. 2024 is fast spent. We have exactly 7 weeks to the end of the year. And I just want to say, please make it count. It doesn't matter where you have, what you have, what you, where, it doesn't really matter what you have not been able to achieve. What matters now is the process of achieving those goals you probably set for yourself the year or even mid-year or at any point in time. You have 7 weeks, so now is the time to take whatever it is you've set for yourself. That admission, that school you want to study, you missed the deadline for September start. You can always go and start in January. Start now to put your applications together. Put your application together. That new job, you've postponed applying because for whatever reason, now you can start to work on your CV so that you have a CV ready to start applying as soon as you can before the year ends. That garden that you wanted to build, right, you don't have the funds for it, no problem, you can start now. To let me just share this to my other pages. You can start now to work on that garden to make sure that you can repair it and all or whatnot. Just do something, even if it as first, take small steps. That's what I'm just trying to say to you today. So I'm not going to be very long today. I'm going to be very short because it's been a busy day and even tomorrow is even busier. So I have to prepare for work, as the case may be. And what I'm just going to say today is earlier, a short while ago, I was listening to something on, and the lady is just there trying to encourage people to get a mortgage. Of course, by all means, I have no problem with her advice. If you think you are ready for one, please go ahead for it. Go ahead. But what I do not really appreciate is where people are getting half information. People are not being given information in full. And I feel that it could be potentially misleading. And for the purpose of those people that are listening to them, it's important they also do their research, right? And that's what we've been talking about. Like anyone can come out and say anything to you. But at the end of the day, you have to do your own research. You have to do your own due diligence. You have to do your own what's it called now? You have to do your own investigation. Yeah, you have to do your investigation. So someone meant that first time buyers are exempt from stamp duty. And I'm like, hold on, that's not the full information. First time buyers are exempt from stamp duty up to £425,000, for example. Like that's actually the case, up to 425,000. Anything after 425,000, they have to pay stamp duty on it. That's the full information on the government website. But when you say first time buyers are exempt from stamp duty, that's false because they are not. It all depends on the value of the house. Now, someone will listen to that and just accept it hook, line, and sinker. First time buyers, I was on the section and not as eligible for home stamp duty without going to do their research. That's wrong. Whatever you do, listen, hear, but do your research. Ask, do your research, read. There is nothing wrong in reading. And I'm saying this because some of us are lazy. Yes, some of us are really lazy. You just want everything to be spoon fed to you. And it really shouldn't be the case. You should do your research because everybody has different interpretation of things. But when you do your own research, you have your own understanding and you will be able a meaning for yourself. You're able to work out if what people have said in general has some sense or reasoning to it, which most of the time they actually are correct. It's just the way it's being passed across. Don't be lazy to do your research. Don't be lazy to follow processes. Don't be, because it is knowledge gained that no one can take away from you. I can't come in knowledge from you. But if I can tell you things and you accept it, that is me telling you what I think. You have to do your own due diligence. So in the situation of that person now that made that comment, I hope to God that the people that are listening would also go and do their research, because it is you do your research. You need to know exactly what you're going into, whether it's buying a house, whether it's buying a car, whether it's traveling, whether it's changing a job, whether it's starting a business, whatever it is you want to do. It's very important that you do your due diligence. Don't accept what people say to you hook, line, and sinker. And by that I mean, oh, you've said it, I believe it. Please do your research. Have an understanding of what it is that you are getting into. I'm not going to talk about that mortgage thing because I have I have my own beliefs about it. But everyone is different. Everybody has different beliefs. But my point is just do your due research. Many people will leave that session now with the mindset that, oh, as a first-time buyer, I'm not supposed to pay stamp duty. But that's not true. That is absolutely not true. Even you that is giving information, you also have to be very mindful that people respect you. So give full information. Give the full figure. Don't mislead people with what you're saying. Right? So at the end of the day, I feel like the responsibility is more on the people that are receiving to actually do more work. Of course, it is also the responsibility of the person giving out the information to be as factual as possible, right? And that's what we do within our business, because today is Monday and I'm going to talk about our business. From my post, find that I'm also talking about the business and the possibilities within the business. Now, some of you may look at it and be like, this is not possible. That is because that's how small your mind is, or that's where your imagination your imagination stops at a certain figure that is not equal to that figure, for example. But if you actually want curious and you want to find out more, please, I welcome you. You need to find out more. I would respect you more. Come in, follow the process, find out more, because I've got many people calling me on the phone. Oh, what is it that you do? Tell me about it. And I'm like, for God's sake, you need to follow the due process. I can't tell you anything because it is not my role to convince you. No, that's not what we do. We don't convince anybody to join. You see, you like, you do your research, you start. You don't like, you walk away. Simple as ABC. So, do your research. I think my acknowledgement or my encouragement for today is ask questions, do your research, make sure that you understand what you're going into. If it is going into a mortgage, know what it costs, know how much you'll be paying back in interest over the term of your mortgage. Ask yourself, is this okay by me? Are you satisfied with that? If you are not, then make a decision that is best for you. Come in, sign up with your name and your email address if you want to start this business. Watch the webinar, pay the pre-access fee, watch the set of coaching video, make up your mind. Is it for me or is it not for me? Then move on. If it is for you, you start. If it's not for you, you end. And that's how simple it is. It's not something that is difficult. Stop asking me to tell you everything. I am equally as busy as you are. It's up to you to make up time to find out what it is that we do. We have so many resources on my business page. I've invited so many people on my business page to talk about this business. We've tried to address some of your frequently asked questions. We've come in, we've shared testimonials. We've had chats and chats and chats. I've been doing this for over a year now. So my business page is full of information. And then, not only that, we have pre-videos that you could watch as well that would help you to make an informed decision. We are all very busy. Out of the little time that I have, I try to reach out to people, to respond to some of the inquiries, but it's getting really overwhelming. I mean, the inquiry I'm expecting is, all right, I've watched everything. I don't think I want to do it. Or, all right, I've watched everything. I think I'm going to book a meeting, a meeting with a coach. And that's it. Don't come to my inbox and ask me, what are you doing? What do you do as a business owner? For God's sake, there's so much resources out there on my page. I have a lot of information there. I come out every day. This is my day 42. And that's an opportunity for you to come and watch and ask your questions. Even if I'm not out every day, I come out at least as a group once a week. We have with a group of business owners. And not only that, I have videos on my business page that I share. Even most of my posts are on the business with information on what it is about. So why are you asking me the same thing over and over again? Just follow the step-by-step process and you will get all the information you need. You will get all the answers to your questions. I promise you. So that is it. You need to do your research. You need to do your research. I cannot emphasize this research. You need to do it. You can't skip it. Don't accept what I say hook, line, and sinker. Come and do your own research. Come and find out more. Pay for access. It's not a crime. Okay? So that's my encouragement for you today. Don't be misled by anybody. Don't allow anybody to mislead you. Just come in, do your research yourself. Come and watch. Ask your questions when you're in. And then you can decide for yourself. At the end of the day, it's your decision to make. And that's why I'm going to wrap it up for today. Digital Business Chats to day 42 of 90. Key takeaway is do your research. Don't accept what people say to you, hook, line, and sinker. There's a lot of resources on the internet that you could get information from, irrespective of whatever it is you're looking for. House, car. And then with regards to my business, all you need to do is sign up on my website, follow me on my pages, and you will then be able to find out more. You'll watch a free info as well. You pay for pre-access, and then you decide whether you want to start or not. My job is to just tell you about an amazing opportunity, changing my lives and the life of many. And on that note, I will call it a day. A good evening. All right. Take care.